आज जो है टाइप्स ऑफ पॉलीमराइजेशन हम डिस्कस करेंगे। टाइप्स ऑफ पॉलीमराइजेशन में एडिशन पॉलीमराइजेशन और कंडेंसेशन पॉलीमराइजेशन के टाइप्स को डिस्कस करेंगे। आइए देखते हैं इसको। टाइप्स ऑफ पॉलीमराइजेशन दो टाइप का होता है, एडिशन पॉलीमराइजेशन, इसका दूसरा नाम है चेन ग्रोथ पॉलीमराइजेशन, और दूसरा है कंडेंसेशन पॉलीमराइजेशन या स्टेप ग्रोथ पॉलीमराइजेशन। एडिशन पॉलीमराइजेशन क्या होता है? The molecule of the same monomer or different monomer add together on a large scale to form a polymer. The monomer are unsaturated compounds, for example alkene, alkylidene and their derivatives is the example of addition polymerization. Addition polymerization leading to an increase in chain length or chain growth by free radical or ionic species. Free radical mechanism is the part of addition polymerization. For example, used for free radical generation, that is initiator catalyst, like benzoyl peroxide, acetyl peroxide, tertiary butyl peroxide are used as an indicator for initiator. For example, polymerization of ethane, initiator benzoyl peroxide. So, three steps are occur in addition polymerization free radical mechanism. First step is chain initiation step. It means the formation of free radical by peroxide to the alkene double bond, thus getting new and larger free radical called chain initiation group. This is the formula of benzoyl peroxide. It will break OO bond and then we get the free radical benzoyl radicals, and it will further divide and give C6H5. This is the radical, phenyl radical plus carbon dioxide. Here this phenyl radical react with monomer and give the large free radical monomer. This is the formation of free radicals. This is the first step. Second step, chain propagation step. It means reaction propagate and give the large number of monomer radicals. C6H5, CH2, this is the free radical which react further on monomer and give large number of monomer, which will be polymerized different number and propagate the reaction and give this reaction. This reaction is not the end. It contains the one free radical also. So it will be terminated to each other. This step is known as chain termination step. Free radical can combine in different way to form the polythene. So this is the chain propagation free radicals. This is the chain propagation free radicals. It will react to each other and give the polythene. So this is the mechanism of formation of polythene. Second example, what is the types of polythene? So polythene are two types, that is low density polythene, which is short form is LDP, and high density polythene, which is known as HDP. First is low density polythene. Polymerization of ethene under high pressure, that is 1000 to 200 atm and temperature 350 Kelvin to 570 Kelvin. In presence of peroxide indicator, that is catalyst. So LDP, low density polythene, obtained through the free radical addition and hydrogen bond abstraction has highly branched structure. LDP obtained through free radical addition and hydrogen atom abstraction has highly branched structure. It will be chemically inert and tough but flexible and poor conductor of electricity. It used in insulator, bottle, toys and flexible pipe. This is the use application. Second is high density polyethylene HDP. It prepared when addition of polymerization of ethene, that is CS2 in presence of catalyst. Which type of catalyst are used for HDP? Here name is very clear, that is Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Ziegler-Natta catalyst is a combination of triethyl aluminum plus titanium tetrachloride. Temperature 333 Kelvin to 343 Kelvin under pressure 6 to 7 atm atmospheric pressure. HDP has high density due to close packing. It is also chemically inert and more tough and harder. For example, buckets, dustbin, bottles, pipes, etc. are made by HDP. Next is Teflon. Teflon, the another name of Teflon is polytetrafluoroethene. It is manufactured by heating tetrafluoroethene with persulfate catalyst at high pressure. It is chemically inert and resistant to attack by corrosive reagent. Used in making gaskets, non-stick surface coated utensils. Now, tetrafluoroethene catalyzed at high pressure and give the Teflon. This is the reaction. Next is polyacrylonitrile, which is short form is PAN, PAN. So N molecule of acrylonitrile polymerize in presence of peroxide catalyst and give the PAN, polyacrylonitrile. Use of this PAN in wool and commercial fiber like Orlon and Acrylon. This is the commercial use of PAN. Second is condensation polymerization or step growth polymerization. Condensation reaction occur between two bifunctional monomer. The loss of some simple molecule of H2O, alcohol, etc. Each step produces a distinct functionalized species and is independent of each other. This process is also called step growth polymerization. For example, Dacron or Terylene. I have already asked this question in your assignment. Ethylene glycol. This is the ethane 1,2-diol. React molecule with tetrathylic acid, that is benzene 1,4-dicarboxylic acid, react with ethylene glycol and produce terylene in this form. This is the formula of terylene. Next, condensation polymerization example is polyamides. These polymer processing amide linkage are important example of synthetic fiber nylon. It prepared by condensation polymerization of diamines with dicarboxylic acid and also of amino acids and their lactams. For example, preparation of nylon. Nylon 6,6 is the example. Here HMDA react with adipic acid and produce nylon 6,6. It is used for making seat, brackets and brushes in textile industry. Nylon 6,6 is made by caprolactam. Caprolactam polymerized at 533 to 543 Kelvin and they will release the H2O molecule and produce, this is the nylon 6. They are used for tire cords and fabrics and ropes. Next is polyester. Polyester is polycondensation product of dicarboxylic acid and diol, which is also known as Dacron or Terylene. I have already discussed in previous. Dacron fiber is crease resistance and it is used in blending with cotton and wool fibers and glass reinforcing material in safety helmets, etc. Next is phenol formaldehyde is another example of condensation polymerization, but only one thing here occur, that is networking start. Bakelite and related polymers. They are obtained by the condensation reaction of phenol with formaldehyde in presence of either an acid or a base catalyst. The reaction starts with the initial formation of ortho and para hydroxymethylphenol derivatives which further react with phenol to form the compound having ring joined to each other through CH2 bond. So firstly, prepare the Novoloc which are used in paint. Phenol react with formaldehyde in presence of acid or base, it produces the Novoloc. And Novoloc, N monomer of Novoloc will be N monomer of this product, ortho, para and meta, give the, in presence of acid, provide Novoloc. And Novoloc will be network and give the bakelite. The Novoloc on heating with formaldehyde undergoes cross-linking to form an infusible solid mass called the bakelite. So this is the formation of bakelite and this is the structure of bakelite which are shown in here. Each and every Novoloc will be attached to each other with CH2 bond. Next is example of melamine formaldehyde polymer. It is formed by the condensation polymerization of melamine and formaldehyde. This is the melamine react with formaldehyde and produce the polymerase and give the melamine polymer. It is used in the manufacture of unbreakable crockery. Next is copolymerization process. Copolymerization is a polymerization reaction in which a mixture of more than one monomeric species is allowed to polymerize and form a copolymer. For example, Buna S. Butadiene, styrene, 1,3-dibutadiene, 1,3-butadiene react with styrene, produce the Buna S. S for styrene and Bu Buna, butadiene, and Na in presence of the base structure. This is the types of rubber, natural rubber and synthetic rubber. Natural rubber, that is elastomers, it is manufactured by latex, which is also called dispersion of rubber in water. Latex from bark of rubber tree found in India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Malaysia and South America. It is made by natural rubber in liner polymers of isoprene 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene called cis-1,4-polyisoprene. This is the structure of natural rubber and this is the structure of isoprene. Natural rubber require vulcanization of sulfur, यानी stiffness or cross-linking to each other in presence of sulfur is known as vulcanization. So natural rubber becomes soft at high temperature and brittle at low temperature. It is soluble in non-polar solvent. To improve physical property, vulcanization is carried out. This process consists of heating of a mixture of raw rubber with sulfur and additives at a temperature range between 373 to 415 Kelvin. On vulcanization, sulfur form cross-link at the reactive site of double bond and get stiffened rubber. So, this is the rubber quality which will be attached to sulfur and this is the one sulfur here vulcanized rubber getting. We get the vulcanized rubber. So, synthetic rubber. The synthetic rubber is capable of getting stretched to twice its length. However, it returns to its original shape and size as soon as the external strengthening forces is released. For example, homopolymer of 1,3-butadiene or copolymers of 1,3-butadiene. For example, neoprene. Neoprene polymerized to give the neoprene, chloroprene polymerized to give the neoprene. It has superior resistance, vegetables and minerals oil. So used in different field for belt, gaskets, houses, etc. Second is Buna N. Buna N is obtained by the copolymerization of 1,3-butadiene and acrylonitrile in presence of peroxide catalyst. N1,3-butadiene react with acrylonitrile, copolymerize and give the Buna N. It is resistance to the action of phenol, lubricating oil and organic solvent. So it is used for sealing purpose, tank lining, etc. Now we will discuss in next topic, that is biodegradable polymer, in next lecture. So this is the finish for today lectures. Thank you very much.